Hey, it is Matty. What you're hearing is a preview of a bonus episode that's up now on the Indie Heads Podcast Patreon for a bonus episode, of course, of Pod Hero, as we talk about most of the songs from Guitar Hero Aerosmith. And if you want to hear this full episode, well, hey, all you gotta do is go to patreon.com/IndieHeadsPodcasts and just support us for $1 a month, as we are making all the bonus episodes for Pod Hero this season Patreon exclusives, but for all of our Patreon supporters, not just our Real Ones supporters. But do not fret, Real Ones, those who are maybe listening, or if you want to, go to the Real Ones tier, let's just say $5 a month. Hey, guess what? There's going to be a bonus episode waiting for you. Also, it's going to be waiting for you later on in August. So, hey, you get 2 bonus episodes this month. One, if you are just a regular supporter of the podcast for $1 a month, and you get a second if you go for $5 a month. So yeah, that's all we got. And enjoy this little preview of the episode, the first half an hour or so. And if you want to hear the rest, well, hey, I was gonna say patreon.com/IndieHeadsPodcast. $1 a month gets you this full episode and the next bonus episode of Pod Hero next month. And also you get episodes 48 hours early, access to the Discord server, sticker. I'll mail you some stickers, so Indie Heads Podcast stickers. Yeah, it's a good deal. You should do it. Come on.
Hello, welcome back to Pod Hero.
Okay.
Our series covering the highs and lows of the Guitar Hero franchise. I need to fill everybody in on what the fuck is happening.
Yeah, what's
this? Right off the bat. You will probably tell right away with some of the voices that you are hearing on this podcast. We're down a member of the recording squad. Gavin, our stalwart co-host, not so stalwart this week, fighting off an illness that forced us to postpone recording once. Literally messaging us as we started recording, just sent a message clarifying a note that I'm going to read later on, and just wrote "draw the line," the song title, and then a clip of Steven Tyler Fuck's Guardrail on Instagram, and then just wrote, "I'm so fucketh, I would probably defend Uncle Salty." This is what you're missing. This is the gold that we're missing when we're down Gavin. It's a thing of beauty whenever we have him on air, and he's gone. He's not here to talk about the greatest video game of all time, the most essential one to understanding the Guitar Hero franchise. That's right, I'm talking about Guitar Hero Aerosmith. So basically, after Guitar Hero 3 happened, after Neversoft took over, and after Aerosmith gave their masters away for the version of Same Old Song and Dance, after they weren't happy with the cover that was used in Guitar Hero 3 initially, some conversations started happening. Some ideas, because for a while there was some chatter back then about they should do band specific games, and everyone was talking about the big ones. They were talking The Who, they were talking Van Halen, they were talking what's another fucking Led Zeppelin, if they ever signed away their rights, which fuck no. Oh
yeah, we lost Natalie. This episode is fucked. I'm assuming that I'm going to keep talking and then Natalie's going to come back and it's going to be interrupted. Hi, it's okay. Wait, Natalie, back?
I've been here.
Yeah, you lagged out for it.
I think your Zoom just froze.
No, you froze. Alec and I were fine.
You froze. I was
goddamn.
I was hanging on every word.
This episode is so fucked up. I came through on the Zencaster, so it'll be there.
Yeah. Anyways, hi, it's DJ Hero Matty. DJ Matty in the house. DJ Matty in the house. Google adjective like you didn't know what it was. And that's the only.
Yeah, thank you.
That's the only Gavin you're gonna hear this entire episode, aside from us relaying his thoughts.
Yeah, the Gavin laughter there. Anyway,
yes.
So our first Guitar Hero band specific game. This episode is such a fucking mess already. But thank God it's a bonus locked behind the paywall. But so the first one that happened after Aerosmith started coordinating with Neversoft is an Aerosmith game, which has almost entirely a soundtrack full of Aerosmith songs, with some bands that have either played with them, been influences to them, been influenced by them, scattered throughout the game, and full motion scans of all your favorite members of Aerosmith. We're talking, of course, we're talking Joey Kramer. We're talking Brad Whitford. You want Tom Hamilton in your game? He's in this fucking game. We're talking Joe Perry, and of course, we're talking Steven Tyler. So here, as a guest for this episode, we had to get somebody who was really committed to the Aerosmith lifestyle, really committed to being a real
That's right.
Gavin just posted in our chat, illness got me feeling like Brad Whitford 240p. But welcome back to the podcast, Alec Feldherr. Alec, welcome.
Hi, everybody. I'm glad to be here, and I would like to say right off the bat, Alec Feldherr, on August 8th, 2025, am of sound mind and body, and I love Aerosmith. They're great. And you know what? I'm ready to say it. They're one of the great American bands. They really are. Bold, brash, they got everything. And I'm going to be probably the sole defender of most of these songs. There are a few songs I think are genuinely great. There are some songs I do not think are as great, but I do think they're one of the greatest American bands. Unfortunately.
I was going to say, what does that say about America that Aerosmith is one of the best
Unfortunately. I think there's tiers to this thing. You've got the Beach Boys, you got Tom Petty, you got these guys. Unfortunately, you also have to put Aerosmith there. That's just part of it. When I was 12, they were my favorite band. My first flirtation with disappointment was when I had tickets to go see them, and Steven Tyler broke his ankle, and I could not go see them. That's when I realized I need to go see old people before they die.
Have you seen Aerosmith since then?
I have not.
You're
fortunately, in the 15 years since, they are all still alive. And I got this game day one. I was one of the first people to play this game. I was probably one of the only people to play this game the first day it came out.
I played it when it first came out because I was a Guitar Hero obsessive, and also I liked Aerosmith as a kid, but passively. I wasn't super committed. And even as a kid, I played this game. I don't really remember playing this game that much. I think I played it through once, went to get all the achievements, and then I was basically cool, I'm just never gonna touch this again, because whatever Aerosmith songs I did want to play ended up being in other Guitar Hero games, or thinking about their cover of Train Kept a Rollin' is a cover in Rock Band, but I would play that because I'd be yeah, I could do all the instruments in that one. Yeah, no, it's so bizarre. I think about what you're saying about Aerosmith, and it's just they kind of once you started presenting it like that, it does kind of make sense, in the sense that I don't to get my takes right off the bat. I hate Aerosmith. I hate their sound. I hate everything that they embody. I hate the fact that they are essentially the world's broiest blues rock band that our country has birthed, and every one of their songs, for the most part, sounds so identical that the act of replaying this game for the podcast, because this game you can beat in a slim 3 hours. It's one that is so patience trying, because after a while I just get sick of hearing Aerosmith. I'm I get sick of hearing them all the time, and yet I think what Alec is saying, there is a ring of truth to it in some capacity, in the sense that you think about all the wannabe 70s bar blues rock bands, all those bands that came up around then and were we're going to be the next big band. Aerosmith is one of the ones that broke through, and their approach after that is this realm of hyper commercialization, of really just with every passing decade fully just shelling out more of their image, turning themselves into a like rock franchise. And they're like, if you think about it, like one of the earliest, if not like examples of like a rock band kind of like doing that kind of thing. And they don't necessarily have like the cult of personality and like influences, say like a like, I don't know, fucking like even like Zeppelin, if we're talking about like other like blues inspired bands from around that era. But it's just, there's something, I think maybe we need to like, maybe that's the thread we're going to start with is we have to like maybe use this podcast as a way to examine what America and the world's embrace of Aerosmith says about us as a human race.
I think a really good idea is a restaurant, an Aerosmith restaurant. called,
Okay.
Hold on, you ready? You ready?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
okay.
Yep.
Steven Tyler's I don't want a chicken wing.
All right, man.
I think that's it.
All right.
And I think that's the final nail in the coffin of the Aerosmith franchise.
Is the menu everything under the sun except chicken wings?
I think, yeah, it could be like a competitor to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Just put them across the street from each other.
Yeah, and like you could have like sweet chili emotion. I don't know.
Hang on. Okay, how about this? An alternative name for this restaurant. Aerosmith's Chompin' on Bobo.
Chomping on Bobo.
Chompin' on Bobo.
And it could be like, and Bobo was kind of like burgers.
Exactly, Bobo.
Mm-hmm.
Chompin' on Berber. Chompin' on Berber.
So I've got a hankering for burgers and Aerosmith now. So
Uncle Salty and Uncle Peppery.
Oh,
and Aunt Peppery.
I was going to make that joke when the song plays. I was going to go, Uncle Salty, what's next?
Well, speaking of the songs, okay, this is going to be an endurance episode. We have 32 songs.
Okay, so let me explain. Because this is going to make me look like the villain. I'm going to say this. So this was initially a playlist where I think at first I had like 23 songs like on here, which is already quite a lot for a playlist. If you've been keeping track, we usually try to keep it to like 12, 15 if it has to balloon. But we try to do cuts because trying to talk about every song in the game is too much of an endurance test. Once Alec came on and our chat started happening, it kind of got to a point where everybody in the chat, songs that weren't in there were being discussed as like, why didn't you include this? And I couldn't justify cutting any of the ones that I already had in there because like they're important to what we're going to talk about in full. And then eventually Alec and then Gavin proposed just to include all of them. We'll just do it endurance test style. So what you're about to hear is us going through videos of every single playable track in the main game of Guitar Hero Aerosmith with some rules. If 2 out of 3 of the recording parties, that is myself, DJ Matty, and Alec, veto or decide we have had enough of a song or discussion, we're just going to skip to the next one. So this episode might either be an hour long or 3 hours long. It's going to be interesting. There are songs here that I like legit didn't include because I was like, I have nothing to say. And even after replaying the game, I'm like, I have no memory of this song. I played this song in the last week and I could not remember what it fucking sounds like.
Like, okay, so of course I'm obviously I'm on the show's producer just because, hey, person who runs the podcast generally, I don't know shit about Guitar Hero besides playing Guitar Hero 3 on the Wii when I was a child.
You don't gotta know shit about this.
Exactly. I'm just like, okay, like Guitar Hero. The first Guitar Hero game to be dedicated to one band is for fucking Aerosmith? For Aerosmith. Like,
I mean, you got to imagine.
So Rock Band, for Rock Band, was the Beatles, was that the first dedicated band Band game? Was the Beatles?
The Beatles Rock Band was a year after this, and that is like maybe one of the biggest like atomic bomb coughing baby like things I've ever seen. Like Guitar Hero being like, oh, we got Aerosmith for our first band game, and Rock Band Harmonix is like, yeah, that's cool. We got the Beatles. Have you heard of them?
I just like why Aerosmith? Like why? Like they could, like was Activision? Who at Activision approved this? Because I don't think it's definitely not Neversoft, but Well, look, okay, we can answer these questions. We can pose these questions as we do the playlist.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
better
gonna
if we
pull
just
up
go ahead
some
and start
background
now.
to maybe I'll have some background to pull up. So as I mentioned, every set in Guitar Hero Aerosmith is comprised of two sections. There's a section where you are an opening band. It's beat two opening acts is the way they call it, which is not how it works because you're the same band, albeit with a different singer depending on who, whether it's male or female. Um, and you play two songs, and then regardless, the crowd gets super hyped and starts cheering on for Aerosmith. Which, before we even get going, I have to argue with this logic because it's basically like Guitar Hero. Like one of the main appeals is like you are a band. Like this is one of the things that the games got right from the beginning. Is you start in a band, making your way, like slumming it through all these things. And you are basically rising the ranks to becoming like the best guitar player in the world. What this game is posing is that you are perpetually stuck as an opening act for Aerosmith, no matter how big. Like you're an opening act for them when they're just starting out, and then you're also an opening act for them when they're at the peak of their career, and you will never rise above that. Like that is like one of the like saddest things about this game. Like to me, is you were just stuck in this like hell of like this purgatory where you're just waiting to break big and like get your own stage. But every time you play well, the crowd is just gonna cheer Aerosmith, Aerosmith, Aerosmith. They don't give a shit about you. They want you off the stage. They just want Aerosmith already.
Yeah.
And the shame of it is you're playing songs like Dream Police.
Yeah.
And you're playing songs like All the Young Dudes. And then you got a bunch of people in the crowd yelling for Uncle Salty.
Yeah,
God.
imagine
Bright
like
Light Fright.
Yeah, imagine people cheering off the Clash. You have a note perfect cover of the Clash in front of you, and you're like, nah, I don't want that shit. I want to hear fucking Bright Light Fright and what's the one that I don't remember a single thing about? Is it shit? Nobody's Fault. We're gonna learn what that song is again, like live on air. It's gonna be new to me.
Stone Temple Pilots, turn this shit off. Give me Beyond Beautiful.
Okay, let's get into it.
Let's start. So the first of these opening acts is Dream Police by Cheap Trick. A song I was obsessed with at this age. Like I secretly kind of love this. It's mostly just I remember seeing the music video like when I was young of just like the band playing and just being enamored with the Cheap Trick drummer who's constantly got a cig hanging out of his mouth. But this song rules. Like having this right at the start of the game made me be like, oh, maybe this game is actually better than I thought it was. Like this is a like moment of pure beauty and bliss. Cheap Trick makes great meat-headed rock music for nerds who are also idiots, and I love that.
Yeah. Can we pull up a picture of Cheap Trick in real life?
Yeah.
I feel like every male friend group should look like this.
Yes.
Like,
I know exactly what you mean.
Like you got your it's very important. Well, not now. Like give me like a
old
79.
So like
late
this.
70s, early 80s.
This
Yeah.
is Like
The
this
drummer
is
the guy with the glasses.
Yeah, you should be like this is the kind of group that would hang out at like the Drunken Clam or something, you know? Like and I'm with it.
I love that the drummer at all times looks like he is like 2 minutes from falling down the rest of the world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the best bands look like a group of dads hanging out after work, you know? And like Gang of Four is the same way. And it's great. And this is one of the best songs on the game, and it's unfortunate that we're starting with it.
Yeah. I do love Bowtie Boy in the band is Ernest. He's like Ernest and Danny Elfman like squished together.
Yes.
And then of course
have you seen his guitar with like 10 necks?
What? Hang on.
Yeah, look up Cheap Trick crazy guitar.
We need a Guitar Hero Cheap Trick.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, for real. Guitar Hero,
wow.
Budokan,
Okay, that's a lot of
big,
necks. Yeah. Well, you don't need that many necks.
Whoa.
That's
that he's got like the like plaid thing going on.
It literally looks like AI. It looks like an AI guitar.
No, imagine making a guitar game and you're like, oh, cool, we're doing a Cheap Trick song. Like, and then you have to design and make Aerosmith instead of that thing.
Yeah, that's just...
It's like Oh, sick. We get to make a 5-neck guitar today? Awesome. No. But we need to spend like 3 months on Steven Tyler's mouth.
Oh, we'll get there. We'll get there.
I argue if they had to animate both the talk box and the lap steel in this, that they should be able to do fucking the Cheap Trick guitar as an unlockable guitar.
For sure.
The talk box and Do You Feel Like We Do in Guitar Hero World Tour?
No, in this game.
No, but also that. I'm just saying. Yeah. That's like, I wish they saved that maneuver for that instead of this.
Yeah. Yeah, I love this bridge. I love when a song just like shoots off into the stratosphere and gets like overly dramatic out of nowhere. It's a very Billy Joel move to do.
I think this is not one of my favorite ones by them, but I do think Cheap Trick is excellent, and Surrender is one of the best songs of all time.
Surrender fucking rocks. One of the songs that's guaranteed on our Best of the Cuts episode.
Oh, sweet. Is this... Are they a band that opened for them, or do they open for...
That's a good question. Let's see here.
I'm thinking they opened for Aerosmith.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I guess I am very curious, like, of why song, what was the reasoning behind the non-Aerosmith songs that are in this game? Like, what were they hand selected by the band themselves? Was it just like people looking at the history of Aerosmith? Like, I'm very curious, like, why certain songs made this game and like what. Like, that's the part I'm very curious about at the end of the day.
Yeah, artists that acted as inspirations or touring partners for the band as the logic that is given in this link that I'm seeing here. There's no further context, so I'm just gonna since this is a bonus episode, I'm not gonna give a shit about like my recording quality and clackily type this sort of shit. So they've toured with them a few times, it looks like. So it's like one of those things where it's like they've had that prior experience. The last time they toured was like 2012, it seems. So they've got like that like continuing history over the years. It makes sense. I don't know. Like the thing is, it's like Cheap Trick is like the Mario to Aerosmith's Wario for me. Like that's the like Cheap Trick to me is like a perfect idiots band in a way that I find super endearing, and I like mean that super endearingly. Like that, I call them idiots because I love them. I love the sound. I love the songs. They're a beautiful band. I think Dream Police might actually be my favorite song. It's like a perfectly constructed pop song. The fact that there are two different bridges, I think, is like one of the most beautiful things about that song.
Idiot rock is a great genre in general. And I think that it's kind of a thing that we take for granted sometimes.
Yes. I think good idiot rock is really hard. Yeah,
because early Black Sabbath is idiot rock. Like,
yeah,
we're rhyming masses with masses, and Iron Bloke and whatever, like, and it's the best shit ever.
I was saying, you know what I also really love from Cheap Trick is Hello There, which is the song uses the opening cinematic for Rock Band 2. Fucking iconic. Beautiful shit. The Dream Police album cover is fucking awesome, by the way. The All Shook Up cover is also great, but I love the Dream Police cover is like so iconic. It's beautiful.
It's
perfect
so
bad
glorious.
70s album art. Yeah.
It's glorious. But let's keep it moving. Let's keep moving. We got a lot to cover.
Next up, this is interesting. I cut this because I was like, it's all the young dudes. It's one of the greatest songs ever written. Like perfect David Bowie penned like masterpiece of a song. When I replayed it, I was like, should I have thrown this in here? And I was like, no, we got too many songs to talk about. But now I can talk about this. This is a weird ass cover. Wave group covering Mott the Hooples, all the young dudes. There's an entire second half of this song that's different. They're back on their fucking covering Ziggy Stardust from Guitar Hero 1 shit, where they just decide that the end of the song just needs to be totally different.
What is it about Bowie songs and these fucking guys?
I don't
know. That's the second time.
It's always him.
They hear them and they're like, this is pretty good, but like...
we can make it better.
It's like a David Bowie song during his peak period?
They just hate him. Like, they're just like, the Bowie guys overrated as hell. We do better.
Which honestly, so there is, I don't think this person's ever been on the podcast, but they're in our orbit. Evan Rydzinski, I believe, from Milwaukee Rider, who famously just like fucking hates the Beach Boys. He hates the Beach Boys. He put out like his top 10 worst songs ever, and like 7 or 8 of them were like Beach Boys songs, including shit like God Only Knows. Like, Which is, look,
Jesus.
There's two sides of the spectrum there. On one end, I respect the fact that, like, hey, you know what? I don't care if this goes against, the popular wisdom. I don't like this band. I'm staying true to myself and that's my truth, and I'm going to state it. And I'm going to be proud of it. I'm going to lay it all out there. And I respect the hell of that, because there's definitely some very critically acclaimed bands and albums and whatnot that I fucking hate too. On the other end, that's the fucking Beach Boys. That's the fucking Beach Boys. Are you insane?
I'm just imagining a Guitar Hero Bowie game where they just decide that, like, they have to do interpretive covers of everything, and it's like all these Mick Ralston tracks, like, get the fuck out of here. Like, we know what we're doing. We know exactly what we're doing. Who the fuck do you think you are?
Yeah. So in a way, I respect Wave Group's commitment for just, like, fucking hating David Bowie, I guess. I don't know. But
are there any other Hooples?
That's a good question.
Because, like, there's Mott, and you would assume that, like, there's others if he has to specify that he's Mott the Hoople.
Yeah.
Because if it was just him, he would just be the Hoople, right?
Okay, so it's named after a novel. Let me see here. There's a novel by Willard Manus. It's about Norman Mott, a young man and not a Hoople, who has a number of picaresque adventures. Hold on. We gotta stop whatever we're doing here. I need to read this paragraph in from the Wikipedia page.
Okay.
Completely. This is going to be the most chaotic episode of all time. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
When Ethel goes on a hunger strike to pressure Mott to convert, he goes to reason with her and ends up having sex with her. Visiting Spencer late one night, Mott inadvertently learns he is a transvestite.
What? What is...
Mott is invited to dinner with Sandra Ethel and Reverend Gurry, where the latter could attempt to convert him to Christianity. Mott then facetiously attempts to convert them to Judaism, and finally angered as Gurry begins to say grace, begins to recite a Hebrew prayer, realizing that I had arrived as an atheist, but they made me a Jew.
What the... What? What? What?
Can we start a Mott the Hoople cover band called Mott the Apple? Like the juice?
Okay, we're currently in the Discord having a book club about Moby Dick. I propose that the next book club we have is on Mott the Hoople.
Yeah.
We need to collectively figure out what's going on with this book.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Oh, that was about the book? I thought that was about the band.
Yeah, no, not about the band. No, that was about the book.
I thought you were reading the band Wikipedia. I was like, when did this happen?
It took me a second.
No, I was fucking called that. It doesn't answer the question.
I was like, is this why we don't hear about them? I don't know. Like, oh shit, okay. Norman Mott. Okay. Oh, he's not a Hoople.
He cures...
It doesn't explain anything!
He cures...
It's kind of like subversive, I guess. I see. Okay, I get it now.
I mean...
The Wave Group guitarist is doing his thing right now.
So this is not in the song. Like, this is not in the actual song.
No, the song has faded out long before this point. I do like one nice touch is that they have the crowd doing the sing-along in the chorus. That's a neat touch. That's fun. Let's move on to the next song. So once you do this, the crowd starts cheering for Aerosmith. They can't contain themselves. They have to have Aerosmith out there. First off, I need to mention that every time Aerosmith comes on stage, it's the exact same animation every single time, and it gets so yeah. Like it's a close up on all the band members, and like Joey Kramer is holding his sticks like this. Every time Steven Tyler starts hopping up and down and like puffs his face out like he's out of breath before he's even started. We're talking Make It. This is interesting. Of all the things, when I first played this game at the ripe age of 14, and did not really know anything about Aerosmith other than the many hits I heard on the radio, the thing that this game got me into the most was the debut album, just because of how many songs are on there, and I picked up a CD of it. I wanted to listen to it, especially because all the songs from the debut in this game are re-recordings. So you'll note that they're listed as 2007, 2008, whenever this game the recordings happened. And you could hear it, especially in this this particular fucking song where Steven Tyler's voice sounds like it's got so much rasp. It's got so much like I don't know what to say. It's there's something. Yeah, some of the notes he hits here where he's trying to. The note he just hit. It feels very Perry Farrell. I'm gonna say it.
Wait, did you just say Perry Farrell?
I did.
Yeah, God, I it's hard not to laugh when I hear that. Yeah, I don't know.
This song's fine. I think it's a perfectly like whatever song. Like I think when I was a kid I liked it more, and now I just kind of am like, it's an Aerosmith song. It's like a pretty like unnoteworthy Aerosmith song. The soloing is pretty fun. I don't know. Alec, what do you got?
It's just a song about how you got to make it, you know, and I think that's something we can all relate to, especially as, you know, red-blooded Americans. You got to make it. Don't break it. Mm-hmm. If you do, then you feel like the world's coming down on you. And honestly, I feel that every day of my life. So thank you, Steven Tyler, for saying that.
It is really interesting how much so many of the songs of this album are basically like them trying to manifest their own career. Like it's a very like aspirational thing of them being like, we need to like make it. We need to just dream on. We need to like, the entire album is essentially them like trying to write themselves into history. And it's like, say what you will about them. They did it. They made that shit happen. But I'm also just like, I don't know. Did it have to be these guys?
Yeah.
Did it have to?
I'm ready to move on.
Yeah, I got nothing else.
Yeah.
We're moving on to the next song, which is Uncle Salty. This
one, okay. I don't see why you guys hate this one so much. It's not great. It's not good.
It's the name. I think it's more subdued. Like feel is fine. Like I just wish it was doing anything beyond its like I don't know. It just like feels like it's always like at like a 3 energy level wise. Like it's so boring. I want to. Gavin left us a list of talking points to share on the podcast. I think now is a time to bring up the first point he left, which is Aerosmith are bad, except they are good sometimes.
That's true. That's very true. I agree.
Okay, so Gavin is not on this episode, but they are available to give us talking points in the chat. They can type but not talk. So Gavin's extra thoughts on Make It was him saying, "I hate the chorus guitar noodle riff thing," which
he's currently typing about Uncle Salty.
Yes, so we'll see what he says. Although he did say earlier,
it's just a nasty image.
I'm so fucking. I would probably defend Uncle Salty. So we'll see if that has changed.
And I'm doing this completely healthy. Like that's the thing. Is there something wrong with me? I don't know, but I think this song is fine. Like it's low-key got a psychedelic vibe. It's kind of like the Doors. Like it's not the worst.
I can see the Doors.
It's like, it's not, I'm not calling it psych, but it's definitely more like, you know, it's the slow whateverness. I don't know. But like, I don't think it's as bad as, it's just got the world's grossest name, I think, of all time.
Yeah.
When I think of Uncle Salty, I'm just like, oh, like,
I don't want to think about that.
I don't want to think about it. Like, yeah, I don't want to meet this guy. I don't want to run into him. I don't, like,
there's
why
just
are we in a conversation with Uncle Salty?
I'm not sure if it's the Steven Tyler vocals, the name of the song, or just the way the guitar sounds. This song makes me feel sick. I feel sick.
I don't like this guitar solo. This guitar solo does not fit the song whatsoever.
Yeah, like it's giving me the ick.
I'm ready to move on.
Yeah.
Gavin said, "I don't mind Uncle Salty at this point. I guess there's worse Aerosmith." So I'm good to move on. Alec, do you have any closing thoughts on Uncle Salty?
Yeah, I think that this is far from the grossest song on the album. That title belongs to Big 10-inch Record.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. A song we are not talking about here, but is apparently somebody's favorite song of all time on somewhere that we... I forget what we were clowning on in the podcast Discord, which... but whatever. It's fine. Big 10-inch Record. Get
let's move on.
Out the gutter, Steven.
Yeah, no, when Steven wrote it, it was big 7-inch record, but then Joe Perry got in the writer's room and was like, dude.
Gavin just sent a Labubu in chat from Gathering of the Juggalos, and he's here for he's ready for the gathering, and it's like...
Oh, it's a Labubu with white dreads. It's a Labubu with white dreads. Like,
I need a Labubu so bad.
Okay.
Labubu's got a Steven Tyler mouth. That's the thing.
They need to make a Steven Tyler Labubu.
Want to hear the rest of that episode? Support us on Patreon at patreon.com/IndieHeadsPodcast. As for just $1 a month, you can hear the rest of that Pod Hero episode on Guitar Hero Aerosmith. So $1 a month, patreon.com/IndieHeadsPodcast.